What's going on, guys?
Yeah!
Hello from the family. We're jamming. What's up?
Good.
Good? Alright. Cut. Well, it's definitely been too long since we've done Joni, so I'm glad Gail sent these in. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with Miss Joni Mitchell. We're listening to two tracks from two different albums. One off of Court and Spark, called Court and Spark, and the other one is off of Ladies of the Canyon, and it's called Big Yellow Taxi. But switch those around, and that's the order. We've done a lot of Joni. We've done a whole album. We've done a bunch of her singles and such, and maybe a deep cut here or there. And I still think that the last one we did, actually, the Circle Game, is my favorite song of hers. But that's hard to say because so many of her songs I've really connected with, and I don't know, man. There's just something about that song that it just really, really speaks to my soul. And it's hard to find stuff like that, you know. So when you find it, you run with it. So here we go. First up, like I said, is Big Yellow Taxi, and then Court and Spark. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate your support so much. I really, really do. And I'll link my Joni playlist right there if you want to go listen to some more stuff. All right. Joni Mitchell, Big Yellow Taxi. 3, 2, 1, go.
They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot.
This is Joni Mitchell?
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what
No
you've
shit.
got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
No way. I love this song. That's crazy.
They took all the trees,
Of course she
put
wrote
them in
it.
a tree museum. And they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
That is amazing, dude. I had no idea this was her at all. That's awesome.
Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DDT.
Counting Crows is the one who did the other one, right? The cover.
Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise.
The percussion is so peculiar. I love it.
Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't
Her version
it
is so
always
good,
seem
man.
to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise,
That's too short.
put up a parking lot.
Man, that had so much more, almost like sadness and emotion to that than the actual, Counting Crows one. Of course she did that song first. That's amazing. So many people have used her songs.
Came to my door with a sleeping roll and a madman's soul. He thought for sure I'd seen him dancing up a river in the dark, looking for a woman to court and spark.
That explains the name. Okay.
He was playing on the sidewalk for passing change when something strange happened. Glory train passed through him, so he buried the coins he made in People's Park and went looking for a woman to court and spark.
That is too good, bro. I was wondering about the name. Now it all makes sense.
It seemed like he read my mind. He saw me mistrusting him and still acting
That hi-hat is so slight sounding, so good.
All the guilty people, they said they've all seen the stain on their daily bread, on their Christian names. I cleared myself, I sacrificed my blues, and you could complete me, I'd complete you.
The piano's so good too, man.
His eyes were the color of the sand in the sea, and the more he talked to me, the more he reached me, but I couldn't let go of L.A., city of the fallen angels.
Who's playing? Oh, it's Joe Sample, electric piano. Or Joni. Wow. Her songs just have so much wonder and longing and like just childhood, almost nostalgia in a way. Like I don't know, but her original, I guess, you know, that's the original version of that song and of the first one. I've heard that cover a million times, and I had no idea it was a cover till today. I've noticed that a lot of people did that to her. You know, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. It gets her more notoriety too, I guess, in a way. You know, a lot of people covered her stuff, you know, and used it for whatever and got huge hits out of it. And she's just such a talented writer that she could write for anybody and if it hit after hit, you know. But I'm so glad that she went her, you know, own way and did her own stuff, man, because it is so unique, so touching. It almost like it like touches a part of your brain that nothing else can. And it's weird. I got comments that said stuff like that, and there is just something special about her music that it just really passes the blood-brain barrier and your heart. You know, it just goes right through it and right to, you know, it's an arrow straight through the chest. It feels like. In her version of that song, there's a lot more of like a chaotic, not chaotic, I wouldn't say, but more of like a dark undercurrent to the Counting Crows version, which is very uppity, happy, you know, almost like a manufactured happiness kind of feeling. But still, it's a very catchy song, though. Obviously, that's an infectious chorus and song itself, man. But hers had a lot more depth to it. Sorry, and it felt like I don't know. There was just this kind of underlying sadness to it, you know. Obviously, because her old man's leaving in a big yellow taxi, so obviously something happened. And like I always say, she is definitely a poet because the way that she writes, it just, I don't know, man. It's almost like it surpasses the words itself and becomes something different, and you can just feel it. Because sometimes you can just hear words and they're just words, but then there's sometimes where you can hear words and they have a completely different effect than, I don't know, it's someone else saying it, or, you know, in another way, or it's just something about her voice, the style that she plays in, her cadence, and I think just her nature in general, that, you know, wearing her heart not only on her sleeve but her entire body. You know, her heart just is everywhere. You can just see it. It's just exposed. And she was one of the first artists to really do that, you know, and I find that fascinating that all the boys had to catch up after that. They're like, wait, we have to compete with that now? That's not fair. And here we are, right? And then you get to Court and Spark, and like I said, I wondered what that name meant for the album, because I've gotten tons of requests or suggestions as well, you know, to do stuff from this album, and we've done a couple songs from it, but not the title track, obviously, until today. Like I said, the piano was fantastic. Her acoustic, her singing. I don't know if that was her playing piano or Joe Sample, right? Yeah, Joe Sample. Tom Scott was on the woodwinds and the reeds. Let's see, was there anybody else that was on this? It was John Garrett on the drums. There was some slight kit work there. And then there was one other person, Milt Holland on chimes. That's the only other person listed on the liner notes. Twisted. Oh, that was a funny one. I don't know, man. She just, you know, not only does she evoke like that childhood sense of things, but like the way that she approaches adult human, interaction, be it, love or friendship or whatever it may be. She writes love really well, but she she writes breakups like too well. It's kind of weird, man, like how good she writes it. But that's just Joni. She's so talented at what she does that no matter what she sets out to do, she's gonna accomplish it in spades. And I feel blessed to have found her and listened to her music, because it does allow me to examine my emotions and, I don't know, my overall disposition, I guess, in the moment that I'm listening to it. That what do I need to evaluate? What do I need to be better about? And what am I actually feeling? Because we always cover things up and keep trying to keep moving and blah blah blah, and that's not a good thing to do, because if you bury something, it grows. And eventually you're gonna have this tree of just trauma, and you don't want that. So gotta listen to some Joni Mitchell, get it all out. I think I'd say that Big Yellow Taxi is my favorite, but I did enjoy both tracks. And thank you again, Gail, for another great pick, or 2 picks actually. She sent these in separately, but I didn't want to do like just a 2-minute, Joni Mitchell song. I was like, I gotta put these together, man. So here we are. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Patreon, right there. That is a picture of it. There's a link in the description. Join the $15 tier or up. You get 1 free request a month. Access to our patrons only Discord. All of the block videos. All kinds of stuff, man. Behind the scenes footage. And yeah, you get to talk to me if you want to. I'm there, usually. And there's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. That's how Gail sent this one in. So if you want to do that, it is down there. Leave a like too. It really helps. Bye. Oh. I started the song again, you idiot.